Cult Classics is a show where we explore some of the most revered boats and yacht builders in the world who have earned an almost cult-like status. In this episode, we delve into the history of Lindell Yachts, a company that has been constructing extremely rugged and seaworthy fishing boats for the most die-hard anglers in the world for many years. The brand's dedication to producing sturdy, safe, and hard-working boats has earned them a loyal following of tough and adventurous owners throughout both the commercial and sport fishing world.
Hey everyone, I'm Ryan McVinney and welcome to another episode of Cult Classics. If you're into offshore fishing in remote places like Alaska and the Pacific Northwest, you may already be familiar with the name Lindell Yachts. I've personally been aboard a Lindell in some very rough conditions in the Gulf of Alaska, and I can attest firsthand to the rough water capability of these vessels. Clearly, the company builds hardworking boats for hardworking people. But the story behind the brand is full of hard work and dedication itself, ultimately leading to some of the most rugged offshore sport fishing yachts on the market today.
The company's co-founder, Jim Lindell, first discovered his passion for building boats at a young age. Growing up on the waters surrounding Camano Island, Washington, Jim built his first boat by the age of 18, using his innate abilities and the knowledge he'd acquired from the local boating industry. Eventually, Jim went to work for the Glassply boat company, where he developed his skills in fiberglass manufacturing, propelling him into the lifelong pursuit of becoming a master composite boat builder. In the 1980s, Lindell took up work as a commercial gillnet fisherman in Alaska, where he observed boats that were often inadequately built and incapable of withstanding the harsh waters and conditions. In response, he constructed his own custom 42-foot fiberglass gillnetter named Gold Rush. The vessel was a masterpiece of composite construction, and its speed and ability to navigate rough seas surpassed that of any other boat around, outperforming all of the competition. Word was soon out, and fishermen began to flock to Jim for his design expertise. Due to the high demand for his boats, Jim went on to construct more than 50 customized Gillnetters, all of which are still in use today and have appreciated in value since their original purchase. Jim's focus then shifted from commercial fishing to year-round boat manufacturing as he transitioned into the construction of both commercial and recreational boats. Remaining at the forefront of fiberglass technology and manufacturing processes, Jim constructed the Skagit Orca before designing and building the first 36-foot Lindell Sportfisher. In 2000, Jim teamed up with Ron Meng of Island Marine Center to create the Oceansport Roamer 30, incorporating advanced vacuum infusion fiberglass technology. With his rare skill set, Jim extended the back deck to produce the widely recognized Oceansport Roamer 33, making the vessel a perfect blend of functionality and aesthetics, meticulously engineered and constructed to the highest standards. In 2016, Jim partnered with businessman Brian Kott to launch Lindell Yachts and create a new line of sport utility yachts for both recreational and prosumer use.
Efficiency and performance was one of our primary objectives in the design and the building phase of the boat. The efficiency of the boat, combined with those large fuel tanks, is what allows to be able to take it from Washington State up to Alaska without having to stop for fuel going 30 knots. There are not many boats that can do that. In particular, our boats are designed with the vacuum infusion and all the technology that goes with that fiberglass work. Jim was really a pioneer here in the Northwest.
Jim's kind of a legend on the West Coast as far as a master boat builder. When he got into commercial fishing, he wanted to beat out his competitors, which were his friends. So he built this lighter, stronger, faster boat. And the following season, when he did do just that, beat out all of his competition, 50 of them lined up and said, "Jim, build us a boat." So that got him out of the commercial fishing business into the boat building business full time. He built 125 hulls of the Oceansport. And then Brian Kott, they worked together for 5 years before Jim retired. and together they designed the new 38. From there we built the 41, the 42, which is a Volvo Penta Inboard. The stretched version is a 46.
I was actually in Africa hunting, and I started looking at boats, and I'm like, man, I should start looking at bigger boats, start looking at ocean sports, but they weren't making them anymore. And that sort of led me to Lindell, and then they custom built the boat for me for what we do up here in Alaska.
Everybody has their idea of what's perfect, and you try to fit that in there as best you can. And I find that more and more as you build boats, especially for people that have a little money, they're always coming in and think, yeah, you're building a great boat and this, but I want it this way.
He and I resonated because it was, I'm all about quality and all about kind of overdoing it a little bit, and that's who Jim is. Everything he did when he was commercial fishing, when he was building his boats for that, they were all overbuilt because he didn't want to be in a position where it wasn't overbuilt, and that's who he is. It's not who he's trying to be, that's just who he is.
The Lindell 38 Outboard, along with the Lindell 42 and 46 with Volvo IPS drives, were engineered to offer top-notch ocean exploration and fishing experiences while maintaining a luxurious sport utility vessel's finish and build quality.
This boat was incredibly roomy and spacious. It's fast, it's pretty quiet, it's super smooth. There was a lot of area for us to roam around and talk and mingle, and the kitchen is beautiful. Everything's great on this boat. It's perfect for family, for fishing, for friends, all of it. It covers it all.
As with all of Jim's boats, the boats could be customized to suit the specific needs and preferences of each boater, allowing them to create their dream vessel. Much of the company's customers are hardcore hunters and fishermen who target big fish species in unforgiving environments.
The kind of person that would buy a Lindell boat is someone that has been around a little bit and had other boats and really knows what he wants and what he doesn't want, I guess. The guys that buy these boats are generally, the first one's away from the dock in the morning and the last one's there in the evening.
I had you guys meet me at the boat at 6 o'clock this morning. The weather was the pits. It was raining, blowing, did everything but snow on us. Rough water coming out. We started at, 4 and 5 footers, and by the time we got out here, we were in 8s, 10s plus.
7 footers.
Even in 10-foot waves, we were still doing 22, 25 miles an hour.
It's the true Alaska fishing adventure. Yeah. Down and out across the Gulf to get to our spot.
And then the weather turned nice, and we're fishing now with some sunshine out there, actually. Twice a year I go from Alaska to Washington, Washington to Alaska. We've been in 18, 20-foot seas and 50, 60-mile-an-hour winds. The boat handles fine. 13.5-foot beam on this. She drafts about 3.5 to 4 feet of water. 870 horses, Volvo D6s. They set me up with extra slots for rod holders, for cleats. We'll come out here and cook fish, and the girl just hooks into the gunnel. Underneath there's shelves for the lures and all the other fishing gear that we bring out here. Told them I needed a fillet table because I was sick of doing them on the floor on the other boat. Well, they said, how much bigger? I said, it's got to be at least 5 feet. So that's what they built me back there, was a 5-foot table at the right height. So at least when you're filleting these big fish, your back isn't all tore up at the end of the day. I fished a lot of different places, Costa Rica, Panama. This is the biggest cockpit I think I've ever seen. Nobody's got a deck like this. The original boat started off as a 42. They cut it and they added another 4 feet to it. All deck space, that's what I wanted.
See him?
There's a 3-foot swim step on the back. The boat normally comes with like an 18-inch. I knew when I was going to be hauling these big fish in, I needed something I could actually stand on and not worry about falling over and being able to get the fish on the back. So yeah, there's a lot of custom stuff that they did that's was designed just for what we do up here.
There we go.
I think that's the biggest fish we put on the boat.
Fish. Big fish.
Congratulations, dude.
All right, Arnie, nice job.
That was a lot of fun.
How big is that fish?
About 200 pounds. That's the biggest fish I've ever caught, man.
Nice,
That's a big
congratulations.
fish. Thanks.
Today we caught a 200+ pound halibut. 100+ pounder today and a 200+ pounder today. So pretty good darn day of fishing. Years ago I decided when I die I'm never gonna say I wish I did this or I wish I did that. I'll have done everything I wanted to do, which is kind of what we're doing right now.
The company now offers 4 different models in their expanding lineup, including a 38, 41, 42, and 48.
Our 38 and 41 model we're equipping with the twin V12 Verado 600 by Merc, and we're extremely happy with them. They're super quiet, really powerful, fuel efficient, and it gives us the range that we want to beat out our competitors. So today we took a run on our brand new model. It's a 41, which is a stretch version of our existing 38. We stretched the boat 3 feet in the cockpit. That allows us to add other features like a Furuno CH500 searchlight sonar. We're adding a dual species live bait tank in the center of the cockpit for a client that's going to fish bluefin tuna out of Dana Point, California. So this boat's really well suited for Southern California bluefin, yellowfin, white sea bass. You can go scuba diving off of it. You can paddleboard off of it, throw lobster traps. And then we're also in design for a new 54, which is 56.6 overall. So we're excited for the future. We're growing fast.
Jim Lindell's zeal for boat building, combined with his desire to match both form and function, have been the driving force behind the company's success and developing such a loyal following of owners and fans. The builder's yachts are designed and constructed for the most extreme ocean adventures and offshore fishing excursions, while still providing the fit and finish of a luxury sport fishing yacht. As one loyal owner once put it when a passenger remarked on the notably smooth and stable ride, "What do you expect? It's a Lindell." Thank you for watching this episode of Cult Classics by YachtWorld, the show where we explore some of the most legendary boat builders in the world. To stay tuned for our next episode, subscribe to our channel at youtube.com/yachtworld. And for more behind-the-scenes action and never-before-seen footage, please follow us on your favorite social media platform, including Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.